Welcome to Madden NFL 26. Before you take your first snaps, stop by the accessibility settings. Tweak the game so it's the perfect experience for you, and hit continue when you're all set. Let's tailor your game to you with a few options. You can come back and change them in the settings menu anytime.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine. to believe something's taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. Something takes a part of me. Feeling like a freak on a leash. Feeling like I have no release. How many times have I felt disease? Nothing in my life is free. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from.
The snow falling here at game time at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, PA. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Please welcome your 2026 Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and
What is going on, chat?
Chris Boswell with the honors.
Twitch, Quinstair 706.
underway through the snowflakes here in Western. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. What a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking of getting the ball, getting your script, running your plays. Instead, Greg, it is a fumble lost on the opening kickoff.
It's just absolutely the most disastrous beginning of a game you could possibly dream up. And what you do now, Mike, is not only does the other team get the ball, you send your defense out there early in this game and force them to have to defend the short field right away.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Carter on the return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Well, Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
As hard as it may be, Mike, to resist, I don't think they need to come out and think we have to match them big play for big play after just giving up that early score. Stick to your plan. Pick up the first down and allow this game to start unfolding and settle into a rhythm. Execute your game plan. Don't try to match what your opponents do.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. Some movement right away. This crowd making its presence felt early. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
On play action, Rodgers. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons will take over at their own 14-yard line.
This This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow.
And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
On second down, here's Penix. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. They're going to bat that one away.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and go for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They've turned it over on down. Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. And they start in the best possible situation. It is first and goal. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
Warren, touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out on top, 14-0. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Chris Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. He'll start at the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They're in early hold, 14-0. They'll start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. What to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
On the play, brings up 2nd down.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. This is caught. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Now Penix going to get it forward on a pop pass. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. 1 quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 11. Plant. It's Penix. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
On 3rd down, Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully,
now, how about this? It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and float for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They have turned it over on down. First down for Aaron. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. And he's in! Adam Thielen. Touchdown Steelers.
we're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. Great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Boswell now for the extra point. Through the snowflakes, this one good. And the Steelers will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Falcons nothing.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Keanu Benton there for the stop. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. You're going to go play action with Penix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
So after some positive yardage on first down. They end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Throw over the middle, caught by London. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
So that'll bring up fourth down. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Big roll of the dice. Trying the fake, but he stops short of the first down, and it's a turnover on down. The Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Now it's 2nd and 1. Rodgers keeping it himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And I think what they're counting on there, Mike, is that the defense expects the ball to be run inside the tackles, thinking on 3rd and short, just go get the first down. Try to catch them off guard with the toss play, but the defense was all over it. Great speed and pursuit to the ball, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Steelers extend the lead to 24-0.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Falcons offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. From the gun, here is Penix. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Drake London was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Penix. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They get 14 on that hookup. It's good for a Falcon first down. They'll throw. It's Penix. To the right. That's Pitts. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hanson in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with the light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Snow continuing to fall as we get set for the second half.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll get that to Jalen Warren. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's two big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike. Is the first one, how do they operate on third down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact. That's what separates the good ones from the rest. And that was a big-time throw right there.
17 yards on that play. Good for a Steeler first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That's out wide to Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's the change of pace back. That's Kenneth Gainwell. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. It is 3rd and long. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. 3rd and long for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their third quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
A return now from the 4. Their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. One incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Throwing is Penix. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. Fourth down, and here's Penix. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They give the ball over on down. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it first and 10. On first and 10, it's Warren. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
58. They run on the jet sweep.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and it's not going to be a lot of gain.
What can they do here on third down and 7? To throw is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Gainwell. And he will score! And it's Gainwell. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers stretch things out even further. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Carter on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense ready to take over once more. They're trying to establish some tempo. Start this one with first and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad gain in these conditions. Will give him about 5 yards.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that is incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on third down. Well, here we are in the second half.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and throw for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They've turned it over on down. The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. 319. Rodgers now. A throw left side. Taken in by Fielder. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from 47 yards out.
A 47-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail here late. Hoping to put something, anything on the board before they get out of here. Going to start this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Penix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. The coverage by Joey Porter.
To throw is Penix. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That one broken up and is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. He'll get this out to the left flat. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Warren. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They get it done to the delight of this crowd. We saw a snowball or 2 launched in jubilation as time expired. Now these fans, we have to battle the roadway. Safe getting home, folks, but sure it was worth it after a home victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the 3 rivers in Pittsburgh.
traveling on dividends. She said that I'm bald like a 90s symbol is. I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manapon. Rolling out to Durban, Malva pudding with some prawns. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a biffa.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. Yeah. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas with at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper. Switch it up. From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we just set the law. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't...
Sharing Candlestick Park with the San Francisco Giants. A foghorn followed the 49ers down to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium, where it continues to blare and let the Bay know it is time for some football. Up next, it's our main event between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. And some heavy rain here tonight. And off we go in Santa Clara. Isaac Gorindo to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most of it.
Steelers bringing pressure, no place to go, down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
Big play to start the game. Defense comes out firing. It's second and long. They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Get set.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. On third down, Purdy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. He creates space to take that shot downfield.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a gain of 4 there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
To the air on first down, Rodgers. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they are all the way into that red zone.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. On the counter, McCaffrey. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
From the gun is Purdy. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing. We're getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. Close punt. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Pinheiro's kick is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. Brings up 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Deep shot off his back foot. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
2nd down. Still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They'll throw again. Rodgers. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Again, Rodgers. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They'll go for it. Rodgers. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Off his back foot. He hucks this one. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some late points and the lead.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Mike Tomlin, never afraid to go for 2, has his offense out to do just that.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Going again here, it's Rodgers. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way, and it leaves 2 points on the table.
Now Boswell on to send this away. The window to return it. And Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The 49er offense headed out now late in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And it is enough time to put something together. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's Purdy to throw. Short pass brought in. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning left. They toss to McCaffrey running left. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Brings up
Purdy throwing here.
at the 47-yard line.
Completes it downfield to Pearsall. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Steelers getting to take the field one more time here in the half. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Give him 3 on the play, and that's how the first half will end.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott, and hope you are really today enjoying that dry studio as the rain continues to fall here in our second half. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
And this one is launched downfield. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on. Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
Oh, and they're going to fake this one. This is caught. And they pump it off.
wonder how many times, Kate, the kicker's gone to the coach and said, Coach, I could pull this off. They finally gave him a shot, and turns out he was right. What a great play.
That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And now it's second down. Now a give to Warren, coming right. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Third and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
This defense, they got a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos.
And they fake it. No place to go. They get him to their turf and force a turnover on down.
Just another circumstance, but very well-coached group defensively. Awareness, game situations, knowing the moment. What an excellent job there to be in position to stop that fake and really turn the momentum around.
The 49ers and Ricky Pearsall headed back out on offense. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
48-yard line.
Get set. 18.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Finds him over the middle. This is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. Great decision to bounce this outside, Brock. Gets him about 8 yards on the run. It's second down.
32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Put a receiver in motion right. I'm going to give him an inch on his second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
He's brought down at the 31.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's 49ers football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. Third and a lone yard coming up. Purdy will sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Get set.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. A lot of space ahead. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You know, one secret ingredient on these jet sweeps to take off like that, Kate, it's timing. We talk about timing and precision in the passing game, but it's the same thing on a jet sweep. You got to hand it off just at the right time to capture an edge like he just did.
And there as the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Get set, get set.
McCaffrey again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers holding a 4-point lead. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he is to throw. Makes the catch. Here's the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers now lead by 10. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the 49ers drive their lead to 11.
Steelers 6.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is picked up by the 49ers. That return finally ends, Brock, as they take it all the way back into the red zone.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground. while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. Bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
On 2nd and 10 now, Rodgers. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Now to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Get set.
Setting him on the dime. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, Austin.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Penalty moves him backwards. Here comes 2nd and 9. They'll run here following the penalty. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
At the 38-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Steelers in the dime for this 3rd down. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.